Hey Capricorn, your month of December looks like it's off to a very busy and exciting start. This could just like you look like you're running errands all around the place, busy, running from one place to another. Making some decisions, making some moves around your career, reaching out, contacting people, kind of just making these exciting moves. It's this energy with the Magician card. Late November into December, it's been this energy of waking up in the morning and having excitement to get out of bed and like tackle what it is that you want to do, what you want to create, what you've been working on. It's like this inner willpower. It's manifesting outwards. You're getting stuff done, you're being proactive, you're being very productive, and just all around extremely busy. Some of you perhaps are thinking about maybe some sort of a relocation or doing something a little different, and your next move might look a little bit more ballsy, or kind of even people think like, wow, didn't think that was going to be what they were going to do. Takes people by surprise. It could be a bit more sudden, but it seems like energetic. It seems, dare I say, sexy. The Magician card. So you have something that you can create, want to create, know how to do it. You're accomplished, you have the skill set and all of this. So we'll clear it up and see what it is. So basically that's what I'm getting from the end of November. Basically I really see the first half of December just being incredibly busy for you. Pretty exciting though, and pretty new, and not brand new, but like there's just energy there, like high tempo. But I'm thinking around mid-month at some point towards the later half of December, there is some really important conversation that takes place. The Moon card and the Hierophant are coming up around this conversation, this information that's shared. And it doesn't mean you're dealing with a Taurus or a Pisces, but if you are, it seems like there's a lot of support with these people, or you're dealing with very supportive people this month, Capricorn. It seems like there's something that comes through in this conversation. Can only happen by like two things working out, by two people complementing each other, by two scenarios playing out simultaneously, or almost like in a parallel running together. And because of this sort of like flow and symbiotic nature of two, it's like I'm seeing two, it could be three. There's a bunch of people in these cards, but I'm seeing at least there are kind of a combination of factors that are so important for this all panning out well. There's something very important about the timing around this conversation that takes place. We do have a full moon on the 18th of December, Capricorn, and it's happening in the sign of Gemini. Well, what is Gemini if not facts and information? That's what I think the tone of this 18th, 19th of the month is going to feel like for you. Some information, timing being crucial. There's not necessarily a spiritual tone to this conversation, but it certainly could be ethical. It could be spiritual or religious in nature. You could need to be vindicated, and you're saying like, I have to come out right here, or I have to at least satisfy what you perceive to be other people's opinions of you. Like you just need to be the person in the clear here. It looks supportive. We'll have to go deeper on this because the Moon and the Hierophant, it just seems like the timing on an important conversation is going to be absolutely paramount this month, and that everything just has to sort of support each other and complement each other. Now, at the end of the month, we're going into your season at this point, Capricorn. So as I said, the sun moves into Capricorn on the 22nd of December. The Tower, the Three of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. This looks like to me something that needs to be built back from almost the ground up at the end of the month. It does look like something comes in as more of a surprise agent to test the foundations of something for you, Capricorn. And it looks like afterwards it looks really beautiful. I see the little bit of chaos here, and we're just going to have to clear this up, and we'll see why this is happening like this. But it's not like chaos and then I'm devastated. It's like chaos. Something fell apart, only to present some way forward. It might take a little more time, but it seems like it will be more refined. There was a fourth party here. It's like three people now, and you're like, yeah, we didn't need the fourth, or we didn't need the fourth opinion. We didn't need the fourth week. something like that. I am getting the sense like something fell away from this project. Maybe it's the same project that you have all this gusto around at the beginning of December. It could be something different though. It's really just the energy of starting not from scratch, but from further to the start line than you might be at right now, Capricorn. But it seems like it's for a reason. It seems like it's going to refine whatever you're doing and nuance it and make it more palatable, more marketable. Yeah, I like to see where this is going afterwards. It's just the tower can be a little daunting, but it seems like you just build something more thoroughly afterwards. Okay, let's look at these cards. Clearing up the Knight of Wands, Two of Wands, and the Magician now. Take the energies on these readings as they resonate, as they do, Capricorn, remembering that time and energy are fluid, but I am putting this more as a past energy. In my mind, I have it around the end of November, just beginning of December, but that's just a guideline for me. So let's have a look. Two of Pentacles. Busy, Six of Pentacles. So maybe already you're in some sort of a giving mood. You're being very generous. You're being very generous with your time, your resources, and you're just being generous even with your emotions. And maybe you've just started holiday shopping early, and maybe that's what has you so busy. Like you're running around, you want to do something very special for somebody this year. All of these energies are coming up. Overall, it might have been just like some decisions been made financially at the end of November, start of December too. It could just be like looking like budget, making up some sort of a budget here, deciding between what you can and can't afford, or what you would rather spend your money on, what you would rather save on, or something like that. Some decisions coming up. These are more looking like it would be a decision around what to do, where to go, what to give somebody. Should I give them the blue gift? Should I give them the red gift? Should I do this or this? So it's just this energy of like toing and froing. I have been caught up in like this Knight of Wands, Two of Pentacles energy. It can be a little silly. It can be a little like clumsy, or not looking where you're going, and a bit distracted. And maybe, you know what I'm thinking? You might have started to have so much like creative abundance recently, or like so many downloads, or just been so busy and enthusiastic, very excited, like this eagerness to like to do something, to make something, to be something. It might be just a little overwhelming for you, like, or maybe it's just very much distracting you from anything else, be that, anything to do with family. Maybe, missed somebody's birthday, need to go over with a bunch of flowers, kind of indication here. And then perhaps just distracted from, I don't know. I don't think you're distracted from like money matters or anything, but maybe you're just buying stuff for yourself instead. I don't know. No, I see you being very generous recently, Capricorn, and like being very generous with your time. And sometimes I feel like putting something out there creatively it gives you more inspiration, right? Like especially if it's for free, let's say, if you're just giving to give, rather than like charge anything from it, it actually can give you, it's really a good source of inspiration just to create, or to give with no expectation of what you receive from that. And the Six of Pentacles, look, we always get what's fair to us in the Six of Pentacles. So I really think you'll be treated just as well as you've been treating other people recently. The Hierophant tells me that too. It tells me that you're kind of focused on ethics at the moment, or behaving in a certain code of conduct, or some sort of principled way. The Page of Swords, the Moon card, and the Hierophant. What's coming up for you, Capricorn? This is in December now, so we're well into the throes of December. I'm thinking the Sun is still in Sagittarius at this point, but who knows? Take what resonates, like I said. Nine of Wands. Well, this is a Sagittarian card, so yeah. The Moon in Sagittarius could be possible. Then we've got this Five of Pentacles. Okay, so like I said there, Moon in Sagittarius, the Moon card here. The solar eclipse new moon is in Sagittarius, and that's the 3rd or 4th of December. Right, so there might have even been an indication of a new beginning or something being initiated into something that's already existing. It doesn't have to be new, like I said, but there was some indication of like a start on something or getting the go ahead on something around maybe the 3rd or 4th. This could in fact continue to play out. Like eclipses they run in 6-month to 12-month cycles, and they do not just have the effect of that one day. In fact, what happens around the day of the eclipse could only be the catalyst for what you will look back on or look back in 6 months' time on and say, oh yeah, that's when that all started. So whatever gets underway around the 3rd or 4th of this month, around this Sagittarius full moon or new moon lunar eclipse, I should say, could be significant to you. I do get the sense that you could even be trying to help the Taurus out now. Maybe it's the Taurus that's a little bit needy or in need of your help or assistance, Capricorn. I've got Mercury in Taurus, I've got the Taurus card here, I've got Moon in Taurus. So unless you have tons of Taurus in your chart, Capricorn, this could be talking about a Taurus that you're dealing with at the moment that might need a little bit of your help too. Okay, so somebody needs help. Is it you, Capricorn? You're being supportive, I see, of people. It seems like people around you are struggling, like with their finances, maybe, with their sense of self-worth. Yeah, they're not feeling easy, right? They're not feeling what would be at ease. And they're like feeling like real worried and stressed out. Or is this you, Capricorn? This is an energy of being really, really stressed out and worried and like can't relax at all. I don't necessarily know if it's you. At the bottom of the deck, wow, the Star card, the 9 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. What beautiful energy at the bottom of the deck. These cards together is like, gosh, you could really get what you want out of something. So this is all this opportune energy in the air. Watch out for somebody that might take you by surprise here. You might start to think, oh, somebody's really doing really under the weather. They're feeling really down. It might be somebody you need to reach out to. And yeah, that's kind of just what I'm seeing here. But there's like a reconciliation here now too, I'm starting to notice. The 3 of Pentacles, the road forward coming back together again. You may find yourself at some place in the month of December, the timing just being perfect on it, which finds you being of aid or being of service to somebody that really needs it. Anyway, how shall that unfold? But like the beauty of this moment, the Star card and the 9 of Cups. I don't prescribe to this, but you may have heard tarot readers call these the wish cards. Together side by side, it is a very optimistic energy coming in from like all of the external being right at this time. So let's see what that turns out to be for you. The Tower card though, the 3 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. Well, let's first just take one card for the Tower. What is coming through for the Tower? Like, what's the nature of this change or suddenness, upheaval potentially? The King of Wands. I think you have an idea of what this could be by the start of December. It could be something around a Leo. It could be something around a Leo, not necessarily, but it seems to be related maybe to like some of these fiery people you're in touch with at the start of the month. The situation has evolved and maybe like that's a good change in the situation. So for some, this is linked, this get up and go attitude, everything you've been so busy working on and so efficiently producing at the start of the month. This could have a maturity from the Knight of Wands to the King of Wands and quite a suddenness to that. But I have a feeling you have an indication already when you saw the Tower card in this reading that you're like, oh yeah, I think I know what that's going to be about. Okay, so now let's look at the 3 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. I'll pull another 2 cards and just see what this journey ahead of you into the new year looks like, Capricorn. I'm going to have a fun year ahead forecast coming out for 2022 for each sign. I already have one for 2021. I'll leave the link in the description box and you can go back, Capricorn, and see how that paired for you month by month for 2021. So you've got the 4 of Swords in reverse here and you've got Temperance card. dealing with the Sagittarius potentially, and that's how the reconciliation all comes about. Sagittarius season being very enlightening. You've thought long and hard about how you move on from maybe what happens in the tower. Maybe something does change suddenly, or there's like, oh, you're like, for God's sake, this is going to be a disaster. And then something changes for the better after it though. You know, it's like one of those conversations, pulling the band-aid off. Neither of us want to sit down and have this conversation. We're both dreading it. But actually, after it's all said and done, feel so much lighter, I have to say, feel so much better. Four of Swords would be just saying in reverse now, enough is enough with the contemplation. You could probably act on something now. You could probably start to make a move on bringing something together, getting something going forward again. Look, nothing is even like kind of causing me any concern necessarily. Not that I'm not concerned for you, Capricorn, but the tower doesn't look like something of a super catastrophic nature anyway. It looks like something you'll feel a lot lighter. And yeah, I mean, even the Four of Swords is pretty meditative. It's like, actually, this would be like an astral projection, or like not a lucid state. And the Temperance card, elevation and ascension. We're talking about lucid dreaming here, astral projection here, but let's bring it back down to earth a little bit. You need to ground your thoughts probably at the end of the month. You probably have been awoken to something in the tower, and you probably do feel some sort of elevation and ascension. That's great. That's the nature of that is the nature of Sagittarius season. So awesome. Let's catch up again soon, Capricorn. All messages may not apply to you today. It's just a general reading. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. And thank you so much for watching.